Hello, Gemini. It's clearing some energy. Okay. All right, Gemini, welcome to your monthly zodiac reading for the month of April. This is for the sign of Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. All right, so normally, I've already shuffled everything pretty good, but normally I like to do my readings in person. I will be transitioning to mainly in-person readings once our shop, Mangata Energetics Holistic Health Spa, is open. I will continue to do these monthly readings by zodiac during the new moon and full moon cycles. I am doing a $25 introductory rate here for these video recorded readings. So if you'd like a personal reading, please reach out to me. We can set that up. All right, so Gemini, sun, moon, and rising for the month of April. I'm working with the Energy Oracle deck. I have got my Rider-Waite Tarot, and I've got the Osho Zen Tarot as well. So pulling 3 cards here for Gemini. For your current situation, we've got the World. And for your fears for the month of April, Gemini, attachment. I'll try to make this so you can see. I'm new to this video recording, so bear with me as I get my bearings. All right, and then Gemini, for your hopes for the month of April, we've got the Angel of Strength. It is in the reverse position. All right, so these 3 cards I have not worked with yet. So this is my newest deck. I really love the messages from the book, so I am going to read from the book for these 3. So where you find yourself at in your current situation, we have the World. It says expansion, opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. All right, Gemini. Interesting. So there's a situation here where you're wanting to expand. We'll keep going to see what this is referring to. For your fears, we've got attachment. Okay. It says perceived need and the choice to let go. My children are home, so I'm sure they'll disrupt me. You'll hear them arguing in the background. All right. So attachment upright. In the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from your past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear, addicted to old unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and some effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. All right, so interesting. So it seems you need to break free of the past to expand into the now. All right, so for your hopes, we have got the Angel of Strength in reverse. Okay, Angel of Strength in reverse. That's a glare. Okay. This card reversed indicates that you are not perceiving the truth of your own power. Perhaps you're even seeing yourself as weak or ineffectual. The situation you find yourself in may seem overwhelming, but you absolutely do have the strength to see it through to a successful outcome. Don't fall into any old patterns of giving your power away. When you let others define you or make decisions on your behalf, you take yourself out of the picture of your own destiny creation. Meditate on the brilliant, vibrating lights of this angel and recall the eternal power that surges through your life. It's time to take back control. All right, so there's definitely something here that you seem to be stuck and not seeing your own power in a situation. Perhaps you are your own worst enemy in this situation, Gemini. It seems like there's a lot of, you're really wanting to expand into something, but you're holding yourself back because of past mistakes, past hurts. Perhaps you're feeling unworthy. I'm going to pull some tarot here to further expand on the situation. Geminis have very busy minds, and they are often very conflicted. Gemini is the twins of the zodiac, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, planet of communications. A Gemini's mind is loud, and they're constantly torn between many different routes here. All right, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, month of April. What is the situation that they are currently in? Six of Wands. What's holding them back? Strength card. So we have the Strength card here twice. What's heavy on their minds, hanging over their heads? Ace of Pentacles. So definitely a need for new beginnings here. And, this is, so far, we've got really positive energy about taking, moving forward with whatever it is that you're wanting to move forward in. Past energy, Six of Swords reversed. Energy moving into the future. Judgment. Pluto. And guidance from Spirit. Four of Wands in reverse. All right, bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords in reverse. All right, so Ten of Swords in reversed is tying into the attachment card. There's some past energy here that it's like it's wore you down. It's this energy of defeat. It's still heavy. It's weighing heavily on you. So the Ten of Swords is all about, clearly here you can see the picture about being stabbed in the back and just done, exhausted. This person has been betrayed, and the thing here with the tens is this is the finality of it. So this is energy of the past. This is energy now to let go and to move out of. You seem to have some new opportunity here. You need to muster up the strength to move forward into the new energy and to release this old painful energy that has, kept you chained. And like the card said in the card of attachment, you're being your own worst enemy here. There's something you need to let go of. All right. So, oftentimes the World card in tarot does speak of karmic cycles and karmic lessons. So you could be wrapping up this karmic lesson here. Whenever we go through hardships, we really need to remember that there's always a lesson there. And if we do not incorporate the lesson into our being, then we repeat. We cycle through it again in a different circumstance. So it's very important to try to take what this situation is trying to teach us and try to I'm let me focus on this. What is this trying to teach me, so that I can quit repeating the cycle over and over and over again. So current situation where you're at, where you find yourself at currently, is the Six of Wands. So this is very positive energy here moving forward. This is moving forward and having the public support backing you. So this is a victory. You have conquered something and you've moved out of something, and really you should be feeling very proud of yourself, and other people are very proud of you as well for your movement out of whatever this heaviness is. You seem to be breaking free of something and moving out of something. You do have strength here, represents Leo. You've got it twice. So further confirmation that there is something of your past that there's an aspect of yourself that you have conquered and that you are moving out of. Perhaps it's like a lingering sense of, it's like whatever it was, whatever this past energy is, whatever it was that was really holding you down, you've mastered it. You have tamed something in you. Now this woman represents Leo. She's tamed that ravaged lion. She's calmed a sense of her own ego. So I do feel perhaps you're not giving yourself enough credit, Gemini. It really does feel here like I'm feeling very very positive energy. So be gentle with yourself. Understand that this is something of the past, and you have some great opportunities right here. You seem to have a new opportunity in your fingertips, right in your grasp. Universe is offering you a new beginning, and it feels like really emotional type. I'm feeling a lot of emotions and gratitude, and almost a sense of, you're probably wondering now, am I worth this? Am I worthy of this? And you are, absolutely you are. So don't let that negative voice in your mind, don't let that hold you back from moving forward, because I really do see some beautiful, where it seems like that the energy of the past, it seems like you're moving out of it. So this is your past energy, Six of Swords. So you've got two sixes here, which does represent movement. Six of Swords shows it is like a refugee, mother and child, and this person is guiding them from all of the harshness and the rough waters into smoother sailing. So this card is in reversed in your past position. So it almost seems, it's like you've already moved out of this. Perhaps you're still in disbelief that the past is in fact in the past, but, and that is where this is some work that you can do internally to embrace the changes that you're making, because you're definitely coming out of a really toxic cycle. You could have been making some very unhealthy choices that put you in a dangerous situation. Perhaps it was some type of an addiction, or something of the sorts there, but you're moving out of it, like this, that you're moving into a future, and you're just really questioning if is this really happening. So we've got the card of Judgment, which does this represents Pluto, the planet Pluto, which is all about transformation. So you see here, the angel it's an awakening. It's a rebirth. So you're moving into a rebirth currently. It's like a fresh new beginning. It's like, I'm changing. I am embracing my calling now. I am going to answer to my higher power, and I'm going to allow the higher power to lead me. These people, it's almost like, shows like zombies, like, and, like not necessarily a zombie, but it's like people raising from the grave, and they're the angel has awakened them. So you're moving into a new calling. So this is really transformative energy. So this is positive. This is what we want to see, especially moving out of dark times into healing and transformation. So really embrace this, Gemini. It feels good. It feels heavy. It feels testing. It feels, traumatizing, but it's fresh. It's new beginnings. Guidance from Spirit. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse position. So the Four of Wands is it is a card of like marriage and union. With it in the reverse position, it's saying, take it slow. This is often a card of celebration. Now, there is a lot to be celebrated, but perhaps take your time to move into the celebration. Perhaps this is a private transformation. Perhaps this is, although we do have the Six of Wands up here, where you have the public support here and the public backing, perhaps Spirit is guiding you to keep it, to yourself for a little while until you are more prepared to step into that public eye and to celebrate your wins. But it does feel like, there is some celebrations coming and there are some wins to celebrate. So congratulations, Gemini. It does seem like you've conquered something. All right, so I'm going to pull one card here from my Osho Zen Tarot to wrap this up. All right, I do shuffle my cards and I cleanse everything in between my readings. So all right, let's do one more shuffle here. So Gemini, month of April. All right, Gemini. One message for Gemini from the Osho Zen for the month of April. What does Gemini need to hear? This one wants to come out. Projection. This is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups does, when you're looking at astrology, it does correlate to, what's the word I want to use? It does like what's the word? Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's just about making somewhat selfish choices, poor choices sometimes. So let's see here. Seven of Cups. Seven of Water. 110. Okay. Projection. The man and woman in this card are facing each other, yet they are not able to see the other clearly. Each is projecting an image they have constructed in their minds, covering the real face of the person they are looking at. All of us can get caught up in projecting movies of our own making into the situations and people surrounding us. It happens when we are not fully aware of our own expectations, desires, and judgments. Instead of taking responsibility for them and owning them, we try to attribute them to others. A projection can be devilish or divine, disturbing or comforting, but it is a projection nonetheless, a cloud that prevents us from seeing reality as it is. The only way out is to recognize the game. When you find a judgment arising about another, turn it around. Does what you see in others really belong to you, or is your vision clear or clouded by what you want to see? All right. Interesting. So I'm noticing what's really sticking out to me is that cloudiness. It seems like your judgment has been clouded in the past. All right, so there's a little more. In a cinema hall, you look at the screen. You never look at the back. The projector is at the back. The film is not there really on the screen. It is just a projection of shadow and light. The film exists just at the back, but you never look at that. And the projector is there. Your mind is at the back of the whole thing, and the mind is the projector. But you always look at the other because the other is the screen. When you are in love, the person seems beautiful, no comparison. When you hate, the same person seems the ugliest, and you never become aware of how the same person can be the ugliest and the same person can be the most beautiful. So the only way to reach to truth is to learn how to be immediate in your vision, how to drop the help of the mind. This agency of the mind is the problem because mind can create only dreams. Through your excitement, the dream starts looking like reality. If you are too excited, then you are intoxicated. Then you are not in your senses. Then whatever you see is just your projection. And there are many worlds as there are minds because every mind lives in his own world. All right, Gemini. So I did mention earlier how Geminis have very active and busy minds. I know Gemini can often try to quiet their mind through substances. So this could very well be a case for somebody who is recovering from some substance abuse. It seems to be coming out of a clouded judgment and into a time of clear judgment. And often this time of recovery is it's very emotional and heavy. So Gemini, I hope this reading has helped you. And I wish you all the best and a happy spring.